Okay, so we are working on force again. So we are going to be solving problems with net force. Net force is going to be measured based on two different forces pushing on each other. Remember, we are needing to know exactly how to calculate force. This will help you get through it. I know we have used pyramids or triangles in the past, so you will need a pyramid for this one as well. But first thing, force is measured in newtons. Newtons. Which is represented by an N. N is newtons. So force is equal to mass times acceleration. Meaning that force is m times a. That means force goes on top, because remember, force times your mass, there's your acceleration, and this is why momentum is p, because mass is used more often than just one pyramid. Alright, so if force equals mass times acceleration, that means mass equals force divided by acceleration, and acceleration equals force divided by mass, just like our pyramid says. So our first example shows what we have on here. We do it together, we should be able to do all right. Remember, force is the amount of pressure being pushed on an object. Remember, momentum is the amount of pressure that an object has as it's moving. Force is the amount of pressure that is being pushed on something. Or, so for instance, the amount of force you push down on the ground and the ground pushes up on you. That is an example of force. That is a balanced force. You are not being pushed through the ground isn't being pushed through you, so there is a balanced force once the force being pushed on each other is equal, basically. So in this case, we are looking for the force of an object. Let's call the object we'll call it a cyclist. So a cyclist has an acceleration equal to 27 meters per second squared. So if we create our pyramid or triangle, we are looking for force, because it says what is force. Our acceleration is 27 meters per second squared. Our mass is going to be 72 grams, or kilograms in this case. So if we go back and we see that it's measured in newtons, that means newtons are equal to kilograms meters per second squared. But we just call it newtons. So we will measure this in newtons. You multiply the two, so you all use your handy dandy calculator. 72 times 27 equals 1944 newtons, and that is our force. So force equals. Alright, so I'll go over the first problem with you on the worksheet. So a truck with a mass of 1,500 kilograms. So let's create our triangle, pyramid. Mass 1,500 kilograms. We are looking for force, and it is decelerated at a rate of 5 meters per second squared. How much force is required to stop? We will have to multiply the two. So force equals, we will multiply. We use our handy calculator, so 1,500 times 5 equals 7,500 newtons of force. All right, Seem pretty simple. What I need you to do is you will go ahead and finish this up and continue on your other 2 pages of work that are connected to this. Good luck. If you need any help, please let me know. When you are finished, please turn it in your basket in the back.